Hey guys, welcome to Cactus Country. Just thought we'd go for a little wander tonight, do a Saturday sunset tour. Hopefully there's a few flowers out, we'll go see what's flowering. And looks like we might get a really good sunset tonight, so stick around for that. If you have any questions as we go around, as usual, ask away. You can see all the ants in there as well. Alright, we'll go up the back and see what's flowering. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've got any questions as we're going around, just pop them in the comments and I'll answer as we go around. Hey Francis, thanks for tuning in. Yes, Oreo's a little ripper. He'll be following us around. Hi Lynn, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll get a nice sunset tonight. Hey, Danny's not too far away. You'll have to drop in and say hello. Hey David, how are you? This is our big big Pasicana. Sorry, I've got Pharaoh cactus on the mind. I just did a few stories. Looks like there's some nice yellows up in here. There's a white one here with pink frills on the edges. Hey Sanala, I'm not sure when you can visit, but we are currently open. We were open from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. today, and we'll be open from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. again tomorrow. If you can book online before you come, that just helps us know how many people are coming, but if you can't, that's fine, just buy at the door. Hi from Woodward. There's another beautiful reddy pink down here by the looks. Hello from Singapore. Wow, thanks for tuning in. Pop in the comments where you're tuning in from. Check out this. You can hear the bees tonight as well. Mildura, Camden, Maryborough. Wow, thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh, these ones are nice. They're not all open still, but it's interesting how they're growing on the sides of the pad. And all of those will become little fruit. Bendigo. Not far away, Caddy. Sweden, nice. The yellows out here. Oh, Myanmar, Sydney. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As we go, if you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments below and I'll answer your questions as we go around. This one's cool. Does anyone know what this plant is? Tatura. Hey Donna, how are ya? How big is the property? We've got around 12 acres of cactus garden open now and we're planting another 8 or so. It's going to be around a 20-acre garden fairly soon. We started, and by we I mean Mum and Dad started the garden back in 1988 is when we officially opened. So it's about 32 years since we started. Wow, thanks everyone for tuning in. We're just going to walk around. If you've just tuned in, we're just walking around seeing what's in flower tonight. And I'm just keeping an eye on the sunset as well. If we get some colour in the sky, I'll give you some nice views of that as well. Hey Anne, 2011, wow, how much it's changed since then. Which is my favourite cactus? It's probably the big Pachycereus pringlei at the moment. It's got some nice big arms on it. It's looking gorgeous. Greetings from France, hi from New Zealand. Wow, quite a few tuning in from all over the world. Looks amazing, thank you. Hopefully coming up Thursday. Yeah, Mum was just telling me, Menno. How many acres? It's around 12 acres now. But we are putting in an extra 8 or so acres, so it's going to be about a 20-acre garden fairly soon. Menno, I think you picked a good day for the flowers. There's quite a few out today and tomorrow, but I think by Thursday there'll be quite a few more. There's a lot of buds out that haven't quite opened. Hey Callie, look, it differs for everyone. If you were a real cactus collector, you'd probably easily spend a full day here. If you're a tourist who's visiting for the first time, I'd allow maybe an hour for the garden walk and about an hour just to check out plant sales, try the cactus cake and the cactus ice cream, have a margarita or a Corona if that floats your boat. Annie, if you can book, it's awesome. It just helps us out here know how many numbers that we're going to get through the gardens on a day. But if you can't, don't stress. You can just buy tickets at the gate on the day. Here's Oreo picking up the rubbish as he goes. This is a beautiful pink. Ha, David, yeah, you might need a full day, buddy. Hey, Nicholas from Thailand. Yes, there are Plenty of wildlife around here. The next door neighbours also have a lot of native trees, so we get a lot of native birds. They'll come out and nest in the cacti where the predators can't get to them. So it's become a bit of a safe haven for a lot of the local wildlife. Here's Dad. Hey Dad, say hi to everyone.
Next garden's the best.
Next garden's the best? All right. Dad's pretty excited about the new section he's building. It's going to look pretty awesome, I reckon. We're about 3 hours north of Melbourne. This one's gorgeous. These flowers tend to just stay open so much longer than others. Hey Callum, look, they do need a little bit of care just in terms of sometimes we get this disease like rot in them, so we have to keep an eye out and spray for that. Other than that, they're fairly resilient. Yeah, trying to think what else is really a big problem that we have here. It's mostly just the biggest maintenance job we have is the weeds. Yeah, Menno, hopefully these are still flowering when you come. And there's just buds galore through there. So if this all erupts in flower on Thursday, you'll have picked the perfect day. Hey Patricia, how are you? We are in Strathmerton, which is about 3 hours north of Melbourne on the Murray River. And it's $17.50 for adults to view the garden, and it's $15 for seniors, and it's $7.50 for children. And there's a little spotto sheet for the kids as well, so they can spot some plants as they walk around. Yes, next Saturday and Sunday should be really good as well. Keep an eye on our socials though if you want to see what's flowering before you come. Looks like we're going to get a pretty sunset tonight. We'll climb through here and see what's flowering on the next trail. Thanks for tuning in everyone, and just drop any questions in as we go. Just going to show you around the garden for those who are just tuning in. Just keeping an eye out for some pretty flowers as we go, like this gorgeous pink. Hey Sally, how are you? Hopefully we get a beautiful sunset here. There we go. Hey Trent. Yeah, we do get the odd snake. Yes, we've got bats out here that do pollinate at night, and we've got, I think, 12 or 13 beehives around the garden now. So plenty of bees for pollinating as well. Hey Trent, I'm pretty sure we would have the entire J series planted out because that's where they all started. So I'm presuming they're all out here still. It would only be a rare exception where maybe one's not here anymore because it's gotten disease in it. So we might have taken one or two plants out over the years. Yeah, we do have some night flowering cacti, the epiphyllums mostly, but there are a few in particular that flower at night. Yeah, it's gorgeous here at night. It's a good sunset too. Hey Anna, thanks for tuning in from Sweden. What's the worst injury? Oh God. I had one last week actually. Don't know whether you can still see it. No, you can't. I was picking one with some tongs and it hit the back of my hand and the spine went through the tendon on the back of my hand and pretty much pinned it to the muscle. So every time I moved my hand, it pinched the nerve. That sucked, but it only hurt for about a week or so. One when I was a kid where I was walking backwards and fell into a cactus. That was a good one. This one's a stunner. Alrighty, start to make our way back. Try and get a good spot for the sunset views. And you can see how they mostly flower on the north side. So when you look into the garden from here, most of the flowers face this way. Hey, thanks for tuning in from the Netherlands. Hey Patricia, how many do we have? Oh, I think it's nearly impossible to catalogue the garden at this point, but there's thousands. I think we've got around 4,000 species, but it'd be more than that now. Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you. Just thousands. Hey Tanya, yes, we do have a large plant sales area. Oh, nice. Look at that sunset. So out this side, we've got North America and Mexico with all the big agave flowers. Hey Brian, yeah, well that's kind of one of the projects that Dad's working on at the moment. So we might go do that on another live tour, but there's a section that's pretty much just tricho hybrids. Hey Wayne, thanks for tuning in from New Zealand. Not a bad sunset at all. Oh wow. Thanks to whoever donated some stars. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm presuming that is you again, Sally, and if so, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this is family business, so Mum, Dad and I run and own this. Just thought I'd stick around here for a little bit. This sunset's really starting to develop. Might just try and find a better spot Oh, you right there, buddy? Come on. You're right. Don't get stuck. Come on. Good idea. Go round. Oh, thanks, Sal. I thought it'd be you. What do you reckon? Do you want to just sit here and enjoy this? Hey, Patricia, stars are just donations. So if you want to donate some money, you can get some stars, and that's Facebook's version of donations. Hey, Brad, anytime, mate. Yeah, very smart dog. Sometimes very stupid, but right then, that was a display of his intelligence. Maybe if we get lower, we can get better views of cacti in the foreground. What do you reckon? Just do a 360-degree view here. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Trent, go on, Bradley, get it done. Nice. Hey, Menno, yeah, there's plenty of a column nearby. Some of it is 2-night minimum. The good spots are anyway. Yeah, flick us a message after this and I'll suggest a few places for you, mate. There's also camping down on the Murray, which is really nice for those who are into camping. Oh, thanks, David. I really appreciate it, mate. Trent, cheeky. I like it. God, this sunset's just getting better and better. Yeah, cacti do need water. Some people claim that you don't need to water them, but what we've noticed is if you do, you get a lot better growth and a lot healthier plants. So with cacti, if the ground's completely dry, it's a good time to give it a good water, and then depending on the season, if it's cold, they don't need as much water. If it's hot, give them plenty. But there's a few experts in here as well, so you might have some more advice. Drop it in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Thanks for tuning in, David. Trent, cheers, mate. You'll love it here. Just dodging my way through cacti as we move through here. Trent, start saving. I don't know whether you can see it in the video, but the sky's just gone almost like a pinky orange. It's gorgeous. What are those? They look like seals on a beach. I daily water my cactus, but I found it dead. Should I give it water weekly or monthly? Look, it really depends on the climate where you are. But there is a little video series that Jim and I did. I'm going to say it was about 6 months ago. If you look on IGTV on Instagram, you'll find it more easily there, or just type in YouTube. And yeah, that'll give you a better explanation than I'm going to give you here with some visuals. But generally speaking, if the soil's wet, don't water it. If the soil's completely dry, water it. You can easily overwater cacti though, so don't overwater them. They don't like soggy feet, which is why it's best to plant them in a good draining mix with slow release fertilizer, and you'll get really good growth. Hey Renee, thanks for tuning in, buddy. How have you been? Hey Neil, thanks for tuning in. How old are those big cacti? So the big cacti here, this is an older part of the garden, so it's between 25 and 30 years old. The oldest plants we have out here would be 50 to 60 years old, but they've done the majority of their growing here in 30 years. The sun's just starting to set that little bit more. Hello from southern France. Wow, thanks for tuning in. How many cacti do we have now, Renee? Jeez. Well, it's gotten more out of hand than when you were here. I don't know how many we have. We've never done a count, but if somebody wants to come and count them, you're more than welcome. There's thousands. There's 12 acres of garden open to the public, and we're adding another 8 acres, so it'll be a 20-acre garden fairly soon. This is in Australia, so despite the landscape looking very much like we're not in Australia, this is 3 hours north of Melbourne. Renee, come back anytime, mate. You're always welcome. Hey, Karen. Yes, I'm sure Dan's going to open it up soon. Not long now. Rio's enjoying the gardens. Belinda, cheeky, I like it. Hey, Patricia, the dog's name is Oreo. Well, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I'll show you one of my favourites before we tune out. This is 3 hours north of Melbourne in Australia. It's up on the Murray River, which is the border between Victoria and New South Wales. Yes, borders are still closed from memory. One more. No worries. Come and have a look at this beauty before we go. And while everyone's tuned in, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you check it out. Some beautiful photos and videos that we put up there. This is one of my favourites. It's probably about 5 to 6 meters tall. Beautiful big arms on it. This is a Pasacana, and it is a stunner. Hey, Locke, thanks for tuning in, mate. Just checking out the sunset, but it's almost over now. We had a nice little tour around the garden. I'll post this up on the page as well, so if you want to re-watch any of it or if you missed any of it, check it out. Thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. And once again, if you enjoy these, feel free to buy some stars and send us a little donation. I'll keep doing them anyway, but it'll just encourage me to do them more often. Have a great weekend. See you soon.